High blood pressure. Foods to avoid. High blood pressure increases the risk of cardiovascular diseases and organ damage. Let's discover which foods can worsen this condition, so we can reduce their consumption. 1. Excess salt. Excess salt directly contributes to increased blood pressure by retaining fluids in the body, a factor that worsens hypertension. Fluid overload puts stress on the cardiovascular system, increasing the risk of stroke, heart attack, and heart failure. Foods like chips, cured meats, instant soups, and store-bought bread often contain hidden amounts of sodium. To prevent excess intake, it's better to season dishes with spices like turmeric, pepper, and rosemary, and choose products with a sodium content lower than 120 mg per 100 g. 2. Foods rich in saturated and trans fats. Overconsumption of trans fats is associated with a higher risk of cardiovascular problems, such as the buildup of atherosclerotic plaques, which can contribute to hypertension. These fats are found in fried foods, packaged snacks, margarine, and ready-made foods like frozen pizzas and commercial pastries. It's best to replace these products with healthier options rich in unsaturated fats, such as extra virgin olive oil, nuts, flax seeds, and avocados. Lighter cooking methods, such as baking, steaming, or grilling, are also recommended to reduce excess fat intake. 3. Added sugars and sugary drinks. Drinks like soft drinks, sweetened iced teas, and store-bought juices contain high amounts of hidden sugars. These can increase the risk of obesity, insulin resistance, and, indirectly, high blood pressure. It's better to drink water, possibly flavored with lemon slices, mint, or ginger, and opt for naturally sweetened beverages with stevia or raw honey. 4. Excessive alcohol consumption. Excessive alcohol intake can raise blood pressure as it affects the nervous system and stimulates vasoconstriction. It's best to moderate consumption, adhering to the recommended limits: 1 drink per day for women and 2 for men. 1 drink corresponds to about 125 ml of wine, or 330 ml of beer. As an alternative, you can enjoy alcohol-free cocktails with unsweetened tonic water and fresh fruit for a tasty and healthy option. 5. Processed and industrial foods. Ultra-processed foods, such as salty snacks, ready-made sauces, and fast food, are often high in salt, sugars, and preservatives that can compromise blood pressure control. Besides sodium, many of these foods contain monosodium glutamate and other flavor enhancers that promote fluid retention. For a healthy snack, it's best to choose unsalted nuts, plain unsweetened yogurt, or vegetable sticks with homemade hummus. 6. Cured meats and preserved meats. Cured meats contain high amounts of sodium, nitrates, and saturated fats that, when consumed in excess, can contribute to increased hypertension risk and vascular inflammation. Canned meats, sausages, and packaged bacon should also be limited due to their high preservative and fat content. These foods can lead to increased arterial stiffness and fluid retention, making blood pressure control more difficult. It's better to opt for lean proteins like chicken breast, turkey, fresh fish, or legumes, preferably cooked without added salt. 7. Aged and creamy cheeses. Cheeses such as Parmesan, Pecorino, and Gorgonzola are rich in sodium and saturated fats, posing a risk for those with hypertension. Spreadable or individually packaged cheeses also often contain significant amounts of salt and additives that promote fluid retention. It's preferable to choose fresh cheeses with low salt content, such as ricotta, cottage cheese, or light mozzarella, limiting portions to 30-50 grams per day. Low-fat Greek yogurt and tofu are also great alternatives to add creaminess to dishes without compromising health. 8. Energy drinks and excessive coffee. Caffeine stimulates the central nervous system, causing temporary vasoconstriction and leading to an increase in blood pressure. To still enjoy the taste of coffee, you can opt for a decaffeinated version or alternate it with a barley-based coffee substitute. Energy drinks contain high levels of caffeine and sugar, temporarily increasing blood pressure and heart rate. To reduce these effects, it's better to drink water flavored with natural ingredients or herbal teas, such as green tea or lemon balm, which have beneficial effects on blood pressure. 9. Pickled and brined foods. Foods like olives, pickles, and pickled peppers are often preserved in high-salt solutions, which can worsen hypertension. Even vegetables preserved in oil can contain high amounts of sodium and additives to prolong shelf life. Frequent consumption of these foods can promote fluid retention and increase pressure on blood vessels. For a healthier alternative, you can prepare homemade pickles with a moderate amount of salt and season them with spices like black pepper, oregano, or fennel seeds. If you buy brined products, rinsing them under running water before eating can help reduce their sodium content. 10. Refined carbohydrates. White bread, commercial crackers, breadsticks, and sugary cereals are often made with refined flours and contain high amounts of sodium and added sugars. These foods can cause blood sugar spikes and weight gain, factors that, when frequently consumed, can impact blood pressure and increase cardiovascular risk. Choosing whole grain bread without added salt and natural cereals like oatmeal or unsweetened muesli, which are rich in fiber, has beneficial effects on blood pressure. Limiting these foods can help control blood pressure levels, but if necessary, it's always best to consult a professional. If you enjoyed this video and want to support our project, leave a comment, subscribe, or give us a super thanks. Your contribution will help us create more videos.